morning, YouTube world. Kyle Louie here, bringing you guys a new video today. And this is actually one of two, because I'm going to do two videos for today. The other one will be posted later on tonight, as I do have to film that video. So just be on the lookout for that. It should be up later on tonight. This one in particular, right now, is titled Happy Birthday, Dad, because it actually is my dad's birthday today. And there was a video that I shared last week at one point where I said that I'd like to just reminisce and talk about him and share some memories of him and what I miss, and kind of share with you guys my thoughts and how I'm dealing with the grief of losing my dad. For those of you that don't know, if you're just tuning in for the first time, my dad passed away in 2015, and June 11th of this year will be 6 years that he's been gone. And it's been really, really hard, and I don't know if it's going to get any easier. But I just wanted to share some also words of encouragement for those of you that are maybe dealing with the same thing that I'm dealing with. A loss of a parent. When you love someone so much, it's hard. It's hard because all you want is to be with them. But I hope that this will kind of help you feel better, or help you, kind of come to terms. I'm not telling you at all to move on, because you can't. It's just not possible. People who may not understand or may not have that connection with their parents as you do with yours may not understand that, and they're the ones who are going to say, just get over it. And there's no way. And so anyways, this is going to be, I'm going to share some of the sadness of what I miss, and how I've dealt with it, to encourage you, but also I'm going to share some good stuff. So, sorry guys. My dad was an amazing person. He loved everybody, and everybody loved him. He was just a blessing to everyone. Like, he just had a way of sensing things. Whether you're having a bad day or a good day, he was always just there to kind of see how things were going and show his care and his love, and support to you, if you've met him. He treated you like you were part of the family, which is awesome. My dad was 55 years old when he passed away. That's incredibly young. He passed away of an aneurysm. Main valve to the heart and brain was blocked. And when you put the terms on that, I kind of consider it being a heart attack. When he passed away, it was Shocker. We were just excited and looking forward to things in the coming year. My sister was getting married, and my dad was practicing his father and daughter dance, and I would watch him and my mom practice, which was super awesome. It was just how devoted he was to being a great dad, and he was, and he is. But for a good part of his life, he was dealing with Crohn's disease, and so we felt like that was part of it. According to the doctor that we talked to, he was our family doctor. He was my doctor too, and he said it whatever happened quick, because when he saw my dad a couple months earlier, that he was fine and healthy. Obviously not. There was something going on. But I just remember my dad being such a goofball at times, and that's where I get my sense of humor. I call it dry humor, because some people may not get it. Some people may. Um, but he was charismatic. He was just funny and goofy, and he always had a way of making you laugh and making you smile and feel good. Um, he also, just like I said earlier, he just sensed things. So like if you were having a bad day, he would always just kind of be there for comfort and ask how you're doing, and um, just show you love, you know. And that's how he was with me. I think that's how he was with all of us. But for me, like, he was always just, even if I didn't want to talk to him, if I was dealing with something, he just had a way of kind of pushing it in and, you know, just being there. And, or if I said I had a good day, there was always a way for him to kind of figure out that I wasn't having a good day. He was a superhero in that sense. Um, I try to live my life like he did, in support of everybody, making everybody feel like they're part of my family. You know, I'm just a loving person. I love animals. I love people. I love God. And that was because of my dad and my uncle, who just recently passed um, in March of this year. If you haven't saw that video, um, but I'm just grateful, and at the time when I was a kid, yeah, we bonded on a lot of things, especially when I played sports. He was just always there at the practice or at the game. Oh, he would get so involved, so cheerful. Um, and he was blunt too. So like he would, not blunt, but like he would definitely help me work on things that I wasn't so good in, because he wanted me to be better. Um, but there was also some days that I was stubborn and a selfish dude, that I would try to avoid him, because there was a time in my life where he would always just kind of ask me to do something, like a chore of some sort, and I missed having the father and son talks, like asking how we were doing, um, that kind of stuff. It was for a while there. It was always, hey, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Um, and at the time, I didn't care to look at it, or think of it that way. But now, anything and everything that he ever did or said was to teach me, was to help me. And the fact that he isn't here, what makes it hard is that I can't say thank you. I mean, I can, but he doesn't say anything back. And so those are the things that I miss. And then and just saying I love you, and hugging him, um, having those father and son talks, um, going to church together. We did a charity together. I think I've talked about it here on a video. Um, we did a lot of stuff. We did twins games with the family, or just him and I. Um, yeah, we did all kinds of stuff. We were just really cool. Two peas in a pod. Um, sorry. Can't see it, but I'm getting teary-eyed. Um, I don't normally cry, but when it comes to my dad, my Uncle Dave, it's just really hard. Um, but the reason I'm talking about them and celebrating my dad and my uncle is because they were just two of the greatest people I've known, and they're the ones who have encouraged me to invest love to my Uncle Dwayne, who's still here, and show support to him, any way I can. And I think that's the same thing with what they had mentioned to him. Um, the thing that we've learned in all this is that life is a gift, and life is not something that we should take for granted, even though we do. I have. I'm a sinner. I was a sinner, and when I called God into my life, everything cleared up, and it wouldn't have happened if my dad didn't say, "Hey, come to church with us." Now, he didn't force it on me. It was a choice that I made for myself, and it was the best choice I made, that I could have done for me, and and that's what has gotten me through this heartbreak. Um, like I said, I'll never get over it, and the reason why I'm talking about him on his birthday is because I feel celebrating him is more important than thinking of him that he's gone. In a sense, I don't know. I feel like if I don't talk about him, I'm forgetting him, um, and I don't want that to ever happen. So, the best way that I can honor my Uncle Dave and my dad is to live on and do the things that they've kind of helped steer my way, in a sense. Um, they're just always encouraging, and so a lot of the words of wisdom that I share with you guys on here are things that my dad and I would talk about, and I share this in hopes that if you're a dad and you're watching this, and you have little children, to just be involved, um, to sit down and play Legos with them, or throw the football, or, just take them on a car ride. I mean, whatever it may be, just be invested. Um, because that's what they want. That's what they need. They may not always ask for it, but I think in the end they'd really appreciate it, and that's how my dad was with me. He and my Uncle Dave, my Uncle Dwayne, all of them guys are heroes of mine. my brother too. Um, I am so honored to be in this family. It's I got lucky, you know. God places the people in our lives because He knows that it's what is best for us. And you know, if you've ever had hardship in your family, if there's ever been maybe you don't have a connection with your family, like with your sons or daughters or cousins or whatever, now is the time to get back into it. Now is the time to reconcile. Um, yeah, if you've ever had a hard life, like if your parent was ever abusive, I'm sorry. That's not a God-given thing. That's the devilish thing. It's just it's wrong and evil, and that you deserve better, and that you can get yourself out of that situation and and find someone or people who actually do love you, because there are people out there that do love you, or will love you too, you know. But yeah, I did a Father's Day video last year, um, where I kind of encourage you to do the same thing, just to be invested, um, to show care, to show love, to not always wait for them to make the first move. You are the parent, you are the father, and you know I'm not I'm not a dad, not yet, but I'm going to do everything I can to make sure they know that I love them, and that I'm going to be part of their lives, and I'm going to make sure they're okay, and if they want to talk about something, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there at every game, practice, whatever, recital, whatever they do. I'm going to be there. Um, if it's the if there's one thing that I've learned in the loss of my dad, is just the things that I wish I could do, I can't. Just being with him again, and seeing his smile and laugh, and seeing how he loved my mom and my sister and brother and everybody. And when it came to his funeral, um, we planned for a couple hundred, because we knew that there was a bunch of people that wanted to come, and there were some people that couldn't make it. Um, but we had about 400, maybe 500 people there. Um, and yes, it was hard. It was very sad, but it was also it made me smile and just proud of him, you know. Um, we did not expect that many people, but it was just a testament to who he was. And, it'll be the same thing for my uncle. He was an inspiration to everyone that he met and everybody that he worked with. And it just goes to show that, his school that my uncle worked at is honoring him by, um, he was a drama teacher as well as a counselor. And he started that building up. Like he invested a lot of money into that. Um, and So they're changing the name of the drama club or the building in his name, in his honor. And oh my gosh. But yeah, there's so many people who still miss him, which I get. Um, we're all grieving, you know. Um, that's what makes everything really hard when people you love are gone and you can't see them. It's just celebrating them when their birthdays and their any holidays. Especially the big ones like Christmas and Thanksgiving and Easter and holidays that we all connected on, that brought us together as a family. Man. Yeah, but anyways, that's it for this video. Dad, I love you. I appreciate you. I miss you every day. I hope to make you proud. Um, One thing to just finish off with is there's that song called "See You Again" by Charlie Puth. Puth, Puth. I think I'm saying that right. I hope I am. And what's that rapper's name? I forget his name, but I think you guys know the song. It was for the Furious 7 when Paul Walker passed away. That song says just about everything that I've dealt with. Um, and then also that what I'm looking forward to when I get to see them again, see him again. Um, by the grace of God, I hope so. um, but yeah, I will see him again. And in the meantime, I just got to do my best to make them proud and carry on what both my dad and uncle um, started down here. Carry on that Lewis legacy is what I plan on. All right, that's it for today's video, or this video per se. I do got another video that I'll be recording that will be released tonight. Shopping for Mother's Day is what it'll be titled. Because I'm going to go and get my mom's Mother's Day gift. And I thought it'd be fun that you guys can come along. So, this was a vlog for my dad. Last year, I had released a balloon in his honor, which was really special. Got a lot of love. And so, this one's different. And I hope that anybody who watches, who misses him, understands and agrees. But yeah. All right, guys. Remember, live the moment, never fear change, and keep the faith. Kai Lui out.